Hello again, guys, and welcome to another view of my desk. Yeah, as you can clearly see, I need a new desk, but I haven't been able to get one for quite some time, so I'm stuck with this one. But that's besides the point right now. You know what this means. This means that I'm doing another game pickup. Yep, time to update my collection by showing the games I purchased in May. I was actually afraid that I wasn't able to meet the quota for this, but due to the fact that I found some games for dirt cheap and some of them were questionable purchases, some of them, I decided to actually do some of them. I actually picked them up, and I might put them in my future Let's Plays in the future, whenever I decide to get back into this, as I will mention in my update video. Anyways, I'm going to start off with the one game that I actually got that's retro, which is actually Aladdin for the Genesis. As you guys are aware, I actually did Aladdin for the Super Nintendo. I don't know, recently. I think it was like last month, I think. But yeah, this is not too bad. For one, it actually looks a lot different from the Super Nintendo version, and also it's on Genesis, and also Aladdin wields a sword, as you can clearly see, which never happened until the final battle with Jafar. Other than that, I'm actually kind of curious to see how this plays. Just need to get my Genesis controller and actually try it out. With the retro game out the way, we're going to move on to I would say the other games, the new next gen to last gen. But first off, the only 3DS purchase I ever got was Hyrule Warriors Legends. I actually got this when it was on sale. They had a little bundle, not a little bundle, but a little special on Hyrule Warriors. Instead of it being like $40, it was like $25, I think. But I could be wrong about the sale. But is this game bad? For the most part, it's not too bad. I mean, for the 3DS standards, the new one, it's good. I mean, if you had to put into retrospect, this is probably the second game for the new 3DS. If you play this on the original 3DS, it is bad. Not really bad, but bad. I mean, frame rate and all that shit. Jesus Christ. But also, the good news about this is that you can actually take this with you. So you get the bonus theme, and you also get the, let's see if I can actually show this up. Yeah, all the stuff right there. See, all the characters that you get in this version, you actually can get it for your Wii U. You gotta put in a code. Other than that, I'd rather just stick with the the Wii U version. For the 360, I got Enchanted Arms. I actually accidentally ordered 2 copies of this, but I actually canceled the other copy and actually got this one. The only reason why I got this is because of one familiar name that most people will know, if you can see closely of that, From Software. Same people that made Dark Souls, or the Souls series. Is it a bad game? From what I've seen, it doesn't look too bad, but I need to get around to actually playing this. But since I got like 3 games, each from a different system, we're going to move on to PlayStation 4. This month was the only month where I spent a lot of money on PlayStation 4 games. And we're going to start off with a good one, Doom. Now, I was going to get the collector's edition of this, but due to the fact that I didn't have that much money because of my job, I decided to get the standard edition. And I'm kind of glad, because the steelbook for that one looks god-awful. But I do like how the reverse art of this looks like the original Doom. As you can clearly see, I'm going to move this game out. This is the original cover. It does not look good. I'm going to put this game back. I know it doesn't belong here, but bear with me. And then there's this. There's Beauty. Reminds me of the old school Doom. And it is good. Moving on, the most pointless remaster ever. God of War 3 Remastered. No point in having this to be remastered, truth be told. I mean, this has a physical disc already for the PlayStation 3. This was already good on PlayStation 3. The only difference with this is that they made it to 1080p and 60 FPS. Why do they do this? I don't know. They were probably trying to promote God of War 4. I mean, it worked. I mean, they got money out of it. But yeah, this could be a good game to Let's Play, like, if I want better quality. But yeah, pointless remaster. Overwatch Origins. Truth be told, I actually had really a lot of fun when it came to the beta. And it just reminds me a bit of TF2 if you just replace it with other character, like a futuristic setting, different characters, and just put it on the consoles. Yeah, there's actually a PC version of this, but I got the PS4 version because PS4 is actually a better console for it than the Xbox One and all that. But yeah, the future is now. Are you with us? Maybe. If I could still play a soldier and not get ridiculed for it. Samurai Warriors 4-2. The reason why I'm getting this one is because Dom actually recommended me this entire series. I actually do like it, but the only problem was I never had 4-2. Found it at GameStop for cheap, and I picked it up. So yeah, now I have all the 4. So I have 4, 4-2, and 4 Empires. So I'm content with that. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. They had a sale on this on PSN, and every time I would go into a Skype call, some of them would be playing this. I don't know which ones. I think it was James or Dom. But either way, they would be playing this, and this is actually a good game. If you're thinking this is going to be just some GTA clone, not really. It just reminds me of I forgot what it was called, but I'll post it right here so you can get the idea. I think it was like True Crime, Streets of LA sequel with Hong Kong. I think that's what it was. But yeah, this isn't that bad. I actually do like it. I actually played it on the 360 originally, but I got the definitive version on PS4 is because, who knows, I might do a Let's Play of it in the future. TMNT, Mutants in Manhattan. What happened? I seriously want to know. What happened? This game had potential. You see that, okay, the main reason why. Platinum. They did well with Transformers. They did well with Transformers, and then all of a sudden they bring news of a TMNT game that would be actually good. And then this comes out. And there's one person to blame. Activision. Activision is to blame for this. For at least one reason. Michael Bay. And the reason why I mentioned Michael Bay is because his movie's coming out on the 3rd of next month. By the time this comes out, it will probably be June, but still. They wanted to make this before the movie came out, which, it's understandable, but why rush it, though? If you want my personal opinion, you could have just done this at the end. Like, do it like sometime later. I wouldn't mind. I would wait. It would be better than what we got right now. But what did they do right? Okay, I'll explain what they did right. They got the humor right. They got the writing and the dialogue right. They got the characters right with their style. They got the visuals kind of right too, because it kind of reminds me of an old TV show. But here's what they went wrong. There's no local multiplayer, so if you wanted to play this with like your friends, probably your girlfriend, boyfriend even, you can't. This is online only for multiplayer. You can play the single player, but yeah, good luck, because the combat's really repetitive and there's not much to offer for it. I mean, it's the same. Sometimes they go into different levels, but they come back to them. It's just, and also, I'm sorry, when it comes to words for this, I can't say anything. Because this just reminds me of Deadpool, the video game. But at least Deadpool was a little bit better. But, I don't know. I'm going to say this. This is the worst Platinum game I've ever played. I like Platinum. They made really good games like Metal Gear Rising, Bayonetta, Mad World. This is on the bottom. The very, very bottom. I'm going to be nice to it. I'm not going to be nice to it because The Legend of Korra was even better than this. Just, Jesus. What were they thinking? Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. You guys have seen this sexy little steelbook whenever I did the unboxing of the collector's edition. Truth be told, this is actually still a good steelbook, but the game is really good. If I had to put this on the top 10 list right now, this is probably going to be my game of the year. So far, this is my game of the year of 2016. The story is really good, the combat's still good, visuals are impressive, even at 30 frames. This is a fitting end to the Uncharted series, and we salute you, Naughty Dog, for this. Who knows, maybe they might come back and do another Jak and Daxter, maybe reboot Crash Bandicoot, or just work on a different project. I would be fine with it. And finally, Valkyria Chronicles Remastered. I'm going to say this. If I thought the Uncharted 4 Steelbook was better, this takes it. This is by far my favorite case. My favorite Steelbook, because when you get the game, if you pre-order it / get it on day one, or early copies of it, you get the Steelbook. I'm going to say this right now. This is a good remaster. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm a big Valkyria Chronicles fan. I will post a picture that will be right up here on Twitter, probably both, showing how much I love this series. This series deserves a lot of praise. From the characters, the combat, the strategy, visuals, everything. This is what made Sega good. Fuck Sonic. This is good. This is the best thing they've ever come up with. And who knows? I want more from this. I hope to God that because of the sales of this game, it gives them more reason to localize Valkyria Chronicles 3. And I know I might break a rule for this and say that, oh, this game is a remaster, it's a port, and I don't include it for my, the games I had fun with. I had fun with this. This game deserves a lot of praise. Go buy it. If you can find a good copy of this, buy it. PS3, PC, PS4, buy it. Show Sega that this is a good franchise. And that's all I gotta say about Valkyria Chronicles. Buy it. But with that out of the way, I'm actually gonna go on with the games I actually had a lot of fun playing. Now, again, the same rules like I already said. I don't do ports or remasters. It's games I've already played or haven't played already. Games I've played a lot more time in, and yada yada yada. It's only 2, and it's only for the PlayStation 4. Doom, Uncharted 4. And I said Valkyria Chronicles, and I will say this too. But these two the most. Because I would say no ports, but I use this as a big plug to say go buy Valkyria Chronicles. But anyways, why did I choose these two? For starters, let's go on to Doom. Doom is basically a old school game with a modern look and feel, and I love that. It is really good. 60 frames per second. This game is beautiful. This game is gory. This game is fun, especially the multiplayer. When you get critics that say that the multiplayer sucks and the single player is better, no, fuck that. Multiplayer is still good. It's good to play with your friends too, or anybody. It's still one of those fun games you can play online. However, if I'd say the better shooter, it's going to be Uncharted 4 because its story matches well with its gameplay. And it's really fun. Both of them are, but Uncharted 4 is funny. It has a lot of charm to it. This is basically Naughty Dog's best work since Uncharted 2. Just Uncharted 2, Last of Us, the Jak and Daxter series, and Crash Bandicoot before Activision fucked them up. This is why Naughty Dog is still good. And I swear to you, this is a good game. So is Doom. Buy them both. But I'm still not changing my mind on this being my game of the year for consoles or AAA titles. Because I might do 2 top 10 lists or top 5 lists of my game of the year award things, whatever. But yeah. This concludes my games pickups. And I'm sorry that I kind of rambled a little bit. I've had barely any sleep. No coffee, I'm just rambling on, kind of impromptu, but yeah, you kind of get the idea at this point. I have been Levy the Oshman, keep on showing all, so goodbye for what I do, but most importantly is I will see you in another unboxing or another game pickup video or Let's Play whenever I decide to work on those, like I mentioned in my update. And another piece of advice. Rent this, don't buy it. Don't be a sucker to the system. With that out the way, goodbye, and support Valkyria Chronicles, a series that needs it.